What is going on, fellow board members? Welcome to the boardroom. I'm Words, and today we are taking a look at an article from Variety.com, how a Lucasfilm exec's tweet reopened the wounds of The Last Jedi. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail here in the article, but we're going to discuss a whole lot here. You guys have obviously heard about what's going on with Star Wars right now and Pablo Hidalgo and how ridiculous and insane this guy is. But let's talk about The Last Jedi. So we know that The Last Jedi definitely divided the fan base, and I wouldn't say it divided it down the middle. I would say it actually divided into subgenres of fans. You've got your weird Reylos, you got your OG fans, and then you've got your Disney sequel trilogy fans. So we all know how much that divided the fan base. And now coming into The Mandalorian, the end of Season 2, which I have not seen the end of Season 2, but I do know what happens, and I'm very excited to watch it, and I'm very excited that the people who have watched it really enjoyed what they saw. And it seems like we finally have something that fans could really rally around. And of course, we're talking about Star Wars Theory here, probably the most popular Star Wars channel on YouTube currently, and Pablo Hidalgo going after him and basically kind of just jabbing him on Twitter. You guys have seen the tweet. I don't think we need to get into, actually showing you the tweet. You've seen it. Feelings aren't meant to be shared. But here's the thing. Star Wars Theory's backstory. When he was a kid, he had cancer, and Star Wars was kind of his safe space that he went to deal with that. Fell in love with the character of Luke Skywalker, which most of us have, because he's somebody that we look up to, as a child, somebody we could relate to. And he's a character he's the most popular character in Star Wars. So of course people are going to be very excited to see exactly what we should have been getting all along when it comes to Luke Skywalker in Star Wars, at least under the Disney franchise. My point here is that we finally, as Star Wars fans, have something that we could rally around and all enjoy. Now, Star Wars Theory isn't necessarily my cup of tea, but it's about 2 million plus other people's cup of tea. The article here, as we scroll down here, it says, on December 17th, a popular Star Wars YouTuber joined roughly 30,000 fans as he live streamed his reaction to the Season 2 finale of The Mandalorian. Now, it's funny that this article doesn't point out. They say a popular Star Wars YouTuber. He is the most popular Star Wars YouTuber. So I find it funny that they don't mention that he is literally, as far as I know, the most popular Star Wars channel on YouTube currently, and this guy promotes a lot of Star Wars products, and 30,000 fans is a lot, not to mention the people who are going to watch the replay of that stream. He has 2 million subscribers. He definitely has some kind of sway when it comes to his audience. So a guy with 30,000 people watching him, a guy who sells the Star Wars product, the Star Wars toys, the stuff, he does the unboxings, he does it all, man. And he's essentially advertising your product, Lucasfilms, for free. And then you continue to throw shade at him because the man has an emotion about something that obviously he's been carrying with him since his childhood, and which helped him get through a hard time. Now, like I said, he's not my cup of tea. He's a little on the, not an exciting side for me, but you got to respect the guy because he sticks to his guns and he knows what he's talking about. So this is how I know that Lucasfilms hates Star Wars fans on any side of the coin. So when we come out and criticize Star Wars, let's say The Last Jedi, and it's something that we don't like, and yes, we as fans are going to scrutinize every move within the Star Wars franchise, and we're going to give you our opinions on it, and there are a ton of us YouTubers who are talking about Star Wars, so of course we're going to shred it apart, tear it down, break it down, tell you exactly what we think, if it's bad, if we think it's good. So we criticize these companies. They don't like it. They come after the fans saying that we're just big man babies and we're crying about this and, we should just shut up and enjoy what we get, sort of situation. And then here you have on the other side of the coin when we actually have something as Star Wars fans to rally around, a moment, a 7-minute moment that people can enjoy and that I can't wait to enjoy. I'm excited to see it, knowing what's going to happen. It doesn't bother me that it has been spoiled. The anticipation of it is still exciting. I mean, even knowing that, Vader was Luke's father going into those movies as a child, it was still awesome to see. So that's perfect for me. I'm okay with the spoilers. But here we have something that the fans can really rally around. And then Lucasfilms is still allowing people, and Lucasfilms in general is still trashing on its fan base. So we're damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't. And again, this is a guy who has some sway. 2 million subscribers, I would have to say, is pretty significant. Of course, then we've got the article talking about the apology from Pablo Hidalgo, the fake apology, the corporate, lashing he got, has to come out and give some kind of apology, and it's a half-assed apology, of course. Pablo Hidalgo, and you guys can go check out Dad Racer on Twitter. You guys can go check out Itchy Baka on Twitter. I know a lot of people show the tweets that they show. I'm not going to do all of that, but you guys can go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description to their Twitters. Go check them out. But these guys, Pablo Hidalgo, I should say, for years has been mocking fans on both sides of the coin, and it's frustrating when you're trying to enjoy Star Wars, when we actually have something good, and then even on the other side of the coin, when we do like something, we're still getting mocked and laughed at by Lucasfilms. Which then brings me back to the video that I did last week about Star Wars. So the rumor that Doomcock, all hail Doomcock, came out and told us about them possibly removing the Disney sequel trilogy, so affectionately having a civil war inside Lucasfilms, where you have people who want to get rid of the Disney sequel because they know they messed up on it, and then you have Kathleen Kennedy and her cronies who are basically just shitting on all the fans either way. So I believe there is a lot of validity to what Doomcock is saying here, the civil war inside Disney, and I think that the way that Pablo Hidalgo responded with his apology, yes, we'll call it an apology. I think the way that he went about that was because he was forced by people above him, and he didn't like it. He doesn't like it. It's Pablo Hidalgo. He thinks he's untouchable, and he thinks that he can continue to do these things. And Kathleen Kennedy, as far as I'm concerned, is allowing these things to happen. I don't see her coming out talking about it. Now, maybe she did. Maybe I'm missing that. If she did, let me know in the comments down below. But we're not hearing nothing from her. And now we hear that Lucasfilms is actually in the process of looking for a new social media manager. How interesting is that? The PR nightmare that is Pablo Hidalgo, and then his garbage apology. Lucasfilm says, we probably should hire somebody to mitigate these things more closely. So very interesting that Disney or Lucasfilms is looking for a social media manager. Very interesting. The only explanation that I have for Pablo Hidalgo coming out and harassing Star Wars Theory about this stuff is because he's mad that nobody likes his garbage writing in Lucasfilms. Nobody likes what this guy has to offer. And the fact that Kathleen Kennedy allows this to happen, it's just blasphemy. It's spitting on George Lucas and the whole universe that he created. Here's what you're going to end up doing, Lucasfilms. You're going to unite the fan base in a war against you. So not only are you going to have civil war inside of Lucasfilms, the people who know that you messed up and want to change it for the fans, and the fans who are going to stand up against you and this ridiculous man, this ridiculous sad shell of a man, Pablo Hidalgo, for going after a man who cares about the properties that you create, who cares, who it is a part of his being. Star Wars goes deeper than just a movie. It goes deeper than just characters and lightsabers. It goes deeper than that. This is something that people have carried with them from the beginning. Some of their first memories in life with their family or their fathers or their grandfathers. These are some of their first memories in life is Star Wars. And this is what you do. You make fun of a man who has an emotional reaction to something that he's carried with him his entire life and is a part of his existence. And you mock him, Pablo Hidalgo. How absolutely ridiculous and slimy is it? And I hope that Disney is watching this or watching the many other YouTubers who are talking about this and makes the decision to not only get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, who has been a poison at Lucasfilms for many, many years, and get rid of Pablo Hidalgo, who is another poison inside Lucasfilms. Lucasfilms should be about the fans, because the fans are what made Star Wars popular. So Pablo Hidalgo, you are a disgusting person, and you should be ashamed of yourself and the way that you have acted in this whole situation, because Star Wars Theory brings a lot of business to you guys there at Lucasfilms. And Disney, think about this. 2 million subscribers, this guy will sell your product as long as you got his back. This is absolutely ridiculous that you allowed this to happen, Disney. This is absolutely ridiculous that Lucasfilm allowed this to happen. And his half-assed apology, you got to do better than that, man. You got to do better than that, Lucasfilms. Back to what I was talking about with the whole Civil War inside Lucasfilms. You have the Favreau faction and you have the Kathleen faction. Disney, let Favreau get in there. Let Favreau do what he does best. Because it pays off. Even if, and really to compare the two, here's the thing. And this video is probably going to go a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but I want to compare, even not seeing The Mandalorian, just hearing about this scene with Luke, and compare it to, let's say, Rogue One with the ending scene in Darth Vader. We have two scenes, right? Two scenes that when we watch these scenes, we say Darth Vader going through just slicing people in half, using the Force to destroy, and showing his power as a Sith Lord. That to me was Star Wars. That was probably the most Star Wars moment in that movie. Now, I enjoyed Rogue One, okay? That was probably the best that Disney has to offer when it comes to Star Wars. Now, we get a scene of Luke Skywalker coming in and just being a badass Jedi. The Luke Skywalker that we've waited to see on screen again for many, many years. That, to me, is Star Wars. So, when you mock fans for liking something that actually feels and looks Star Wars, you just look like you're a pathetic loser who, is just mad that you're not the one who wrote this. You're not the one who wrote something that the fans actually like. So my hat's off to you, Favreau. Hopefully you guys continue to make decent Star Wars content. Very excited to see what you guys do with The Mandalorian. Now, as far as the Kathleen Kennedy side, like I said, it's very difficult to even think about supporting Star Wars when we have this going on. It's allowed to go on, and then when half-ass apologies are given out, we're just supposed to accept it and move on with it. Well, I'll tell you this, the apology is absolutely unacceptable, Pablo Hidalgo, and I hope that one day you will be gone from Lucasfilms and we can get our Star Wars back. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry about the angry rant here. It just really gets me pissed off that we finally have something, all the drama that we've dealt with. I haven't talked about Star Wars a lot on this channel because, there really hasn't been a lot of news with Star Wars, but I've just been kind of sick of the whole drama with it. The Reylos versus the OGs. I've just been kind of sick of it. But this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, and we are going to stand against this. We're going to stand against Star Wars fans being treated like this. We finally have something to rally around in Star Wars, and then we get mocked as fans. Absolutely ridiculous. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below, guys. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications, and as always, guys, just make sure you hit that subscription button, please. We're trying to get to 1,500 subscribers. We're about 400 or so away from that, so let's make sure we hit that subscription button, guys. Let's get there. And I'm going to do my best to continue to do more content like this. I miss doing more pop culture commentary. But anyway, guys, like I said, that's the video. I really hope we see some change here in Lucasfilm sometime soon for the better. And it'll be interesting to watch the Civil War or the implosion of Lucasfilms as the Civil War continues to happen inside Lucasfilms. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love all of you guys, and we will catch you on the other side. Peace.